It is exactly 2 seconds after a high-altitude nuclear detonation. 300 miles above the center of the country, a warhead has just vaporized. There is no blast wave. There is no blinding flash of light on the ground. There is only an invisible, silent wave of electromagnetic energy traveling at the absolute speed of light, slamming into the Earth's atmosphere. The power grid instantly and violently dies. High-voltage transformers explode in massive showers of sparks. Every modern vehicle on the highway simultaneously stalls out, their engines permanently bricked. The modern digital world is completely, irreversibly over. But your normalcy bias kicks in. You don't panic. You walk into your garage, pry open a $30 galvanized steel trash can you bought from a local hardware store, and look at your stash. You lined it with cardboard and packed it with Baofeng radios, lithium-ion tactical flashlights, a backup laptop, and an old cell phone loaded with gigabytes of survival PDFs. You smile, fully believing you just beat the EMP. You just made a fatal, irreversible tactical error. You didn't beat the EMP, you just built a highly efficient microwave oven for your electronics, and everything inside that metal can is completely, permanently dead. The DIY trash can Faraday cage is the most technically misunderstood and delusionally dangerous myth in the entire amateur prepper community. Survivalists watch a 10-minute internet video and assume that putting a loose metal lid on a metal box creates a magical, impenetrable force field. They are completely ignoring the brutal, unforgiving quantum physics of a high-altitude electromagnetic pulse. An EMP is not a simple power surge, it is a catastrophic 3-stage wave of destruction. When the nuclear weapon detonates in the upper atmosphere, gamma rays violently smash into oxygen and nitrogen atoms. This collision strips the electrons away, raining down a massive, continent-wide surge of Compton electrons. This initial shock wave is known as the E1 pulse. The E1 pulse utilizes extremely high-frequency, ultra-short wavelength. It travels so violently fast, peaking in mere nanoseconds, that standard commercial surge protectors and circuit breakers cannot even physically detect the wave before the catastrophic damage is already done. When that E1 pulse hits your garage, it behaves like a microscopic, high-frequency flood, and your galvanized trash can has a massive, fatal flaw: the lid. You simply pressed the metal lid down onto the rim. It is not hermetically bonded. It is not seamlessly TIG-welded shut with specialized highly conductive beryllium-copper EMI gaskets. To a high-frequency E1 wave, that microscopic, invisible gap between the lid and the rim is not a shield. It is a massive, gaping hole. In advanced radio frequency engineering, this is known as a slot antenna. The high-frequency wave does not bounce harmlessly off the outside of the can. The microscopic gap actively captures the electromagnetic wave, grabs the frequency, and violently funnels the energy directly into the container. But the amateur prepper thinks they are smart. They read a forum post that said you must attach a copper grounding wire to the trash can to a steel rod driven into the earth. They think this will drain the EMP away into the dirt. This is the exact moment the trap officially snaps shut. By attaching a long copper wire to your trash can, you did not ground the pulse, you just built a massive, highly efficient receiving antenna. The long copper wire aggressively captures the high-frequency E1 pulse out of the air and funnels it directly into the metal shell of your garbage can. You actively invited the EMP into your stash. Once inside the metal can, the energy cannot escape. It violently ricochets off the internal galvanized walls, rapidly amplifying and multiplying its destructive power. This is where the physical destruction of your gear occurs. It is a process called dielectric breakdown. Modern silicon microchips are built on a microscopic nanometer scale. The protective insulating walls inside a microchip are incredibly thin. When the trapped E1 energy arcs into your unshielded devices, the sudden spike in voltage violently punches physical holes straight through the silicon barriers. It instantly vaporizes the fragile microprocessors and physically melts the microscopic copper traces on your motherboards. Your expensive tactical electronics are not just turned off, their internal brains have been physically liquefied. They are now dead, useless bricks. Seconds after the E1 pulse destroys your electronics, the E2 pulse hits. The E2 pulse acts exactly like millions of simultaneous lightning strikes, destroying any remaining wiring, antennas, and communication towers that somehow survived the first wave. Finally, the E3 pulse arrives. The E3 pulse is a slow, massive magnetic heave that physically warps the Earth's magnetic field. This creates a massive surge of direct current that travels through the thousands of miles of high-voltage transmission lines suspended above the highways. This unnatural current slams directly into the massive, multi-ton substation transformers that power the country. The copper coils inside the transformers violently overheat, catch fire, and melt down. The electrical grid is not just turned off, the physical machines required to generate and move electricity have been melted into slag. It will take decades to rebuild them. But let us pretend for a moment that your amateur engineering actually worked. Let us pretend your trash can was magically sealed. You open the lid and your handheld radio successfully turns on. You have just fallen into the secondary EMP trap, the digital dependency delusion. You saved your Baofeng radio, but who exactly are you going to call? Every regional repeater tower, emergency broadcast station, and ham radio relay on the continent were exposed to the open air. They are all destroyed. You are broadcasting into dead, silent air. You saved your cell phone to read survival PDFs, but the internal battery will naturally die in 2 days. You think you were smart because you bought a folding solar panel, but you forgot the physics of solar power. The raw energy generated by a solar panel must pass through a sensitive microchip charge controller before it can enter a battery. Those charge controllers were bolted to the wall of your garage, completely exposed to the E1 pulse. They are fried. Your solar panel is now a useless sheet of glass. You have absolutely no way to recharge your devices. You saved a backup laptop, but the internet, the fiber optic network, and the massive server farms that run the digital world no longer exist. You are desperately clinging to dead technology in a permanently analog world. The amateur survivalist is obsessed with saving their gadgets because they are terrified of losing the convenience of the modern age. They stockpile digital night vision goggles, electronic red dot sights for their rifles, and digital weather stations. But when they take those items out of the protective cage to use them on patrol, they are relying on finite battery power that can never be replaced. When the batteries die, the tactical advantage completely vanishes, leaving them helpless. An EMP instantly resets human civilization to the 1800s. The survivor who thrives in a grid-down post-EMP collapse is not the one who hoarded digital chips in a garbage can. It is the one who completely abandoned the digital crutch and mastered mechanical analog proficiency long before the lights went out. You must master analog land navigation. GPS satellites may still orbit the Earth, but the ground receivers are completely dead. You must know how to navigate using paper topographical maps, mechanical magnetic compasses, and pace counts. You must secure mechanical water filtration. The municipal electric pumps are melted. You cannot rely on UV light pens that require batteries. You must use gravity-fed stainless steel mechanical water filters that require absolutely zero electricity to purify stagnant water. You must master mechanical home security. Your electronic smart locks and digital security cameras are dead plastic. You must understand heavy-duty deadbolts, physical barricades, and mechanical tripwire alarms that use mechanical primers.
You must master off-grid caloric preservation. Your chest freezer is a dead, warm box, and your meat will rot in 3 days. You must understand the ancient analog sciences of curing, heavy salting, smoking, and dehydrating food using only natural airflow and fire. An EMP is a ruthless, unforgiving purge of modern digital dependency. The world will violently shed anyone who cannot function without a microchip. Stop trusting your family's survival to a cheap hardware store trash can and a false sense of scientific security. Stop hoarding gadgets that you can never recharge. Stop preparing for a digital future that is destined to be wiped out in a fraction of a nanosecond. Understand the brutal physics of the E1 pulse. Accept the reality of a completely analog world. Abandon the electronic fantasy. Master the mechanical sciences. Don't be a target.